Some places you visit, others become a part of you. There are destinations that linger in your memory, but then there are those rare places that seem to call out to your soul, inviting you to stay, to breathe, to truly belong. Sri Lanka is one of those places, a land that doesn't just welcome you, but gently insists you slow down and let its magic seep in. Sri Lanka is one of those rare places. It's not just the scenery that captures you, but the feeling of being somewhere both ancient and alive, where every sunrise feels like a new beginning. It's an island alive with color, history and warmth, a teardrop off India, yet a world apart. Here the streets pulse with the energy of markets, the echoes of centuries-old temples, and the laughter of children playing by the sea. Here, the air is thick with cinnamon and ocean salt, and the smiles are as bright as the sun. The scent of spices drifts through the markets, mingling with the salty breeze, and every greeting feels like an invitation to share in something special. Sri Lanka isn't just a destination, it's a full-body immersion into a new rhythm of life. You'll find yourself swept up in the music of traditional dances, the thrill of a tuk-tuk weaving through city streets, and the gentle pace of island time. The world says adventure is expensive, but Sri Lanka quietly proves otherwise. Here you can ride a train through emerald tea fields, feast on street food bursting with flavor, and sleep to the sound of waves, all without breaking the bank. Imagine waking to bird song, not alarms, and measuring your days in cups of Ceylon tea, not deadlines. Mornings are slow and gentle, filled with the promise of discovery, and every moment feels like a gift. This is a place where living well on a modest budget isn't a fantasy, it's reality. Simple pleasures like a meal of fragrant rice and curry or a hammock strung between palm trees become the highlights of your day. This isn't a checklist or a guidebook. It's a story about the feeling of a place, the connections, and the way it changes you. The real treasures here are the friendships you form, the laughter you share, and the sense of belonging that grows with every conversation. We'll talk practicalities, how to live richly on little, but more, we'll explore the soul of the island. We'll show you how to stretch your budget, but also how to open your heart to new experiences and perspectives. We'll meet people, taste their food, and listen to the stories that make Sri Lanka unforgettable. Every meal is a celebration, every encounter a lesson in kindness and resilience. Let's peel back the layers of the pearl of the Indian Ocean. Beyond the postcard views, there's a living, breathing culture waiting to be discovered. We'll wander markets, eat food that lights up your senses, and discover a new way of seeing the world. The colors, the flavors, the sounds, they'll stay with you long after you leave. This is about living more with less, and finding that the richest experiences aren't about money. It's about the freedom to explore, to connect, and to be present in every moment. Welcome to Sri Lanka, raw, real, and unforgettable. Let this island call to you and you may just find a new piece of yourself waiting here. Let's talk numbers, the first barrier between dream and reality. When you imagine moving to a new country, the first thing that comes to mind is, can I actually afford this? It's easy to get lost in the excitement, but the real magic happens when you break down the costs and see how possible it really is. In Sri Lanka, you can live comfortably for around $550 a month. That's not just a number, it's a doorway to a lifestyle that balances comfort, adventure, and peace of mind. Imagine waking up in your own space, knowing you're not just surviving, but truly living. That's not just scraping by, it's thriving. You get to enjoy the little luxuries like sipping tea on your balcony or reading a book with a gentle breeze drifting in. Life here is about savoring the moments, not rushing through them. For $150, $250, you'll find a clean, comfortable apartment or small house, often with a garden or balcony. These aren't just places to sleep, they're spaces to unwind, to host friends, to make your own. Many rentals come furnished, so you can settle in right away and start living your new life. That leaves you with $300 for everything else, your daily needs, your adventures, and even a few surprises along the way. It's a budget that gives you breathing room, so you're not counting every rupee. Food is where you save most. Shop at markets, eat at family-run spots, and your daily meals might cost $5, $10. Local produce is fresh and affordable, and you'll quickly discover the joy of eating seasonally, with flavors that burst from every bite. A plate of rice and curry, about $1 or $2. It's not just a meal, it's a taste of Sri Lankan culture, served with a smile. Street food is everywhere, and it's both delicious and budget-friendly. Fresh tropical fruit is everywhere, and eating out is a treat, not a splurge. Whether you're grabbing a papaya at a roadside stall or sharing a fruit plate with friends at a cafe, you'll find that healthy, vibrant food is always within reach. The rest, about $100, covers transport and adventure. Getting around is easy and affordable, whether you're hopping on a local bus, catching a tuk-tuk, or planning a weekend getaway. Train rides through the hill country cost just a few dollars, and tuk-tuks are always affordable. Public transport is not only budget-friendly, but it's also a window into daily Sri Lankan life. Colorful, lively, and full of stories. This budget lets you say yes to a weekend at the beach, a temple visit, or a cooking class. You don't have to choose between experiences, you can embrace them all, making every week feel like a new adventure. It's not just about existing, it's about living fully, with freedom and curiosity. Every day brings a chance to explore, to learn, and to connect with people and places that inspire you. In Sri Lanka, your money stretches further, and so does your sense of possibility. You'll find yourself saying yes more often, opening doors to new friendships, new skills, and new memories. Here, you redefine what it means to be rich. It's not about the size of your bank account, but the richness of your days, the sunrises, the laughter, the sense of belonging. The real wealth is time, experience, and the freedom to explore. In Sri Lanka, you don't just make your dreams real, you make them bigger, brighter, and more beautiful than you ever imagined. To truly know a place, you must start at its markets, the beating heart of Sri Lankan life, where every sense is awakened and every story begins. Markets here are more than just places to buy and sell. They are vibrant crossroads where tradition, culture, and daily life collide in a beautiful, chaotic dance. Step into Peta Market in Colombo, or wander through a rural village bazaar, and you're instantly enveloped by a riot of scents: ripe jackfruit, pungent spices, dried fish, and the sweet perfume of jasmine flowers. Each aroma tells a story of the land and its people mingling in the humid air. The sounds are just as vivid, vendors calling out their wares, the rhythmic chop of knives on wooden boards, bursts of laughter, and the constant hum of bargaining. It's a living symphony that pulls you into the flow of daily life, making you part of the scene. It's messy, loud, and beautiful, a daily ritual that connects land to table, farmer to family, and neighbor to neighbor. Here, the market is not just a place, but a living tradition that pulses with energy and purpose. Colors explode everywhere you look: emerald banana leaves, fiery red chilies, glossy purple aubergines, and women in vibrant saris weaving through the crowd. Every stall is a feast for the eyes, a celebration of Sri Lanka's rich agricultural bounty and cultural diversity. Farmers stand proudly behind their harvest, eager to share the fruits of their labor. A simple smile or a curious question can spark an easy conversation, revealing stories of family farms and generations of tradition. Vendors might offer you a taste of something new or demonstrate the art of picking the perfect coconut. These gestures are invitations to connect, to learn, and to savor the moment. In these small, genuine moments, sharing a laugh, exchanging a recipe, or simply pausing to chat, you find yourself woven into the fabric of the community, no longer just an outsider. You may arrive a stranger, but after a morning in the market, you leave with new friends, a sense of belonging, and memories that linger long after the day is done. In the joyful chaos of Sri Lanka's markets, you discover not just food, but connection, community, and the true flavor of this remarkable island. The soul of Sri Lankan food lives on the street, not in fancy restaurants. Here, flavors are bold and unforgettable. Cooked in woks, served on tin plates, eaten roadside. Kotu roti is the star-chopped roti, veggies and egg, mixed to a rhythm that's part meal, part performance. Hoppers, crispy bowl-shaped pancakes, are breakfast perfection, especially with a spicy sambal and a runny egg. String hoppers soak up fragrant dal or curry, transforming simple ingredients into magic. Don't miss the short eats: vadais, samosas, and fish cutlets, found in bakeries and on trains. Grab a couple with sweet, milky tea. It's a daily ritual. Street food is more than a meal. It's a window into everyday life. On these curbsides, you taste the real Sri Lanka. Every bite tells a story. Finding a home in Sri Lanka is refreshingly personal. Forget faceless agencies. Here, it's about word of mouth and local connections. Ask a tuk-tuk driver or a cafe owner, and suddenly, options appear. For around $200 a month, you'll find a clean, safe, furnished space, maybe a city apartment, a hill country cottage, or a beachside house. Settling in is simple. Neighbors are curious and welcoming, and a shared cup of tea can spark a friendship. You learn the rhythms of the neighborhood, the bread man's tuk-tuk, the coconut seller's call. Finding a home here is about more than a roof, it's about belonging. You become part of a community, anchored in a new world. The true treasure of Sri Lanka is its people. There's a warmth and curiosity that feels genuine. Smiles on buses, help when you're lost, real conversations. Hospitality is a way of life. If you're invited in, you're family. Tea and food are shared with open hearts, no matter how little they have. Kindness is everywhere. A student helps you with a bus, a monk shares a story. This isn't a show for tourists, it's authentic, rooted in community and compassion. You rarely feel alone, people look out for you. You come for the sights, but leave grateful for the people who made you feel at home. Sri Lanka's culture is layered and surprising. In some traditions, especially among Kandiyans, women can propose marriage, a custom with deep historical roots. It's not a rebellion, but a nuanced practice tied to family and social ties. You won't see it on the streets, but it hints at a society where women can hold quiet strength and agency. For travelers, it's a reminder, never assume you know the rules. Sri Lankan women may be reserved, but confidence and directness exist beneath the surface. Culture here is a tapestry of old and new, tradition and surprise. The joy of travel is discovering these complexities and questioning your own assumptions. Sri Lanka's beauty is breathtaking and ever-changing. In hours, you can go from palm-fringed beaches to misty tea highlands. The coastline is endless gold, surf in the south, solitude in the east. Inland, green hills roll with tea plantations. The train from Kandy to Ella is pure magic. Ancient cities and temples like Sigiriya whisper stories of kings and pilgrims. Wildlife is everywhere. Elephants, leopards, and birds fill the national parks. A safari here is unforgettable. Watching elephants bathe or spotting a leopard in the trees. Every journey is scenic, every landscape alive. The wild spirit of the island is always close. Sri Lanka is a place that stirs your soul. We've journeyed from bustling markets to tranquil beaches, from budgets to cultural surprises. But stories are just signposts. The real magic is in the experience. Sri Lanka is proof that adventure doesn't have to be expensive. It's an invitation to trade routine for wonder, and to live richly on little. This journey is about connection, with culture, with people, and with yourself. Travel strips away the non-essential, revealing what matters most. So come see for yourself. Taste the food, walk the beaches, meet the people. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. The world is waiting, and Sri Lanka is calling. If this story sparked your curiosity, keep following along. There are more roads to travel, more stories to tell. The adventure is just beginning.